What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And if you like Mustang related content, please consider subscribing. Today, we talk about the SSP Mustang. Let's rewind a bit to the early 1980s. It wasn't exactly an amazing time for automotive performance. The 1981 Corvette was one of the baddest on the block, boasting 190 horsepower from its 5.7-liter 4-barrel equipped V8. The EPA had mandated corporate average fuel economy ratings from all manufacturers, and it seemed like high horsepower V8s were going the way of the dinosaur. Unfortunately, police officers had to deal with that lackluster performance from their pursuit vehicles as well. And keep in mind that the cars they might be chasing, manufactured only 10 years earlier, might be making double the power or even more. At the time, most police departments were using the Dodge Diplomat or the Plymouth Grand Fury, which had either a pathetic 318 2-barrel making 120 horsepower, or a relatively fire-breathing 4-barrel equipped model putting out 155 horsepower. Now, if your department wanted to run the blue oval flag, well, you could choose the LTD police package with a 5.8-liter V8 producing 165 horsepower. Now, as poorly as all of these horsepower numbers present, there was another problem in both of those cars in that they weighed close to 4,000 pounds. Police departments needed to find something better, and better was using a pony car. It was the California Highway Patrol that first ordered 406 1982 Mustang coupes. They came equipped with the same high-output 5-liter V8, producing 157 horsepower through a 4-speed manual transmission. Best of all, it could weigh 1,000 pounds less than those sedans. For the most part, it was a stock Mustang V8 that anyone could purchase. The things that were different was that it had a 140 miles an hour certified speedometer instead of the standard 85 mile an hour, one single key for all doors, ignition, and trunk, and had a relocated remote trunk release moved from the glove compartment to the instrument panel. Inside, the car was as sparse as a base-level Mustang could be. There was no center console, and it had manual locks and windows. Wheels were steel pieces with the appropriate dog dish police hubcaps. Suddenly, CHP had a vehicle that could outhandle and out-accelerate the cars that they were in pursuit of. At this point, more and more police departments took notice and ordered their own. For the most part, these option coupes were not for sale to regular citizens. Of course, this doesn't mean that a few made it out into the hands of enthusiasts when they were new, but for the most part, it required a specialized purchase order. With their lightweight and excellent power plant, these cars were a big hit with law enforcement. Mustang police cars continued into the Aero 1987 model year and reflected the same changes that their civilian counterparts had. All the Mustang folklore would want you to believe that these were some super-tuned, highly modified police interceptor cars, but the power plant was still unchanged, pushing out 225 horsepower through a 5-liter V8. However, just as they did with the Crown Victoria Police Interceptor models, improvements were made in the name of reliability and durability. Now, I have to say that different cars came with different parts specific to police cars, and not every single car had every single option, but here are a few of them. Cars came with 15-inch cast aluminum 10-hole wheels. Some wore black paint on the wheel with the center cap left aluminum, while others were all aluminum faced. Cooling upgrades could include blue silicone radiator hoses with special hose clamps, and a police spec recalibrated fan clutch. AOD cars had an automatic transmission cooler, and an engine oil cooler was available. Some cars came with a heavy-duty 130-amp alternator with an external voltage regulator. The floor pans were reinforced, and cars came with a full-size spare tire. In 1989, the Mustang 5-liter received a 140 mile an hour speedometer, so the SSP cars received a certified, calibrated 160 miles per hour unit. But for the duration of the model run into 1993, they remained largely unchanged. In 1993, the Fox Body Mustang took its last curtain call, and to their credit, many of the SSP cars were in active use well past that. Some were even retired with full honors and used for special events, like this 1982 CHP car. Some were sold at auction at the end of their use, and a few were lovingly restored by their owners. And some, maybe because of their lighter weight and regular maintenance, became race cars at the local drag strip. The Camaro became the only game in town with its B4C model, but not before an estimated 12 to 15,000 special service package Mustangs rolled out of the Dearborn assembly plant onto our roads and highways. The U.S. Air Force even commissioned the purchase of 20 cars as chase cars for the Lockheed U-2 to help guide the aircraft during landing. The SSP cars will always elicit curiosity and admiration from all pony car enthusiasts. And they will always be a sight you wouldn't want to see in your rearview mirror. Now, if you like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button, or better yet, please subscribe to get all the latest content here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.